Good day everyone, this is the report of Group 4 and we are the Gossip Girls. And our report for today is all about the responsibility for system development. So when we say responsibility, it is the state or fact of having a duty to deal with something or of having control over someone. System development, it is the process of designing, defining, testing, and implementing a software application. When you think of systems development, you probably envision a computer programmer sitting at his or her desk writing code. While coding is certainly part of it, there is a lot more to system development. Systems are developed to address a certain problem or meet a certain need. A development team is responsible for determining the specific objectives of the system and is also ultimately responsible for delivering a system that meets those objectives. A development team typically includes users, managers, system analysts, programmers, technical specialists, and other stakeholders. Each of these parties has a different role to play. System development, it is like you're building a house. Those involved in building a house all have their own role, including future occupants, construction managers, architects, and construction workers. Each of these contributes to making sure that the house gets built. So system development, it is like you're building a house, you need a worker or a team. So let's go now to the next slide. So here is the Information Systems or IS department. The Information Systems department is responsible for an organization's computers, systems, and other technology, also called the Information Technology or IT department, which is the name of our department or our course, Information Technology. Also, information technology, it is a system of sharing, editing, and communication of information. Also, it is a way where you get data for your decision making, establish controls or make a forward or process, financial controls, material management, and business development. We all know that every business company generally uses information systems to facilitate the process of business activities, shorten business processes, and to increase effectiveness in business processes. And by the way, Microsoft company use information system because we all know that Microsoft company is a big company, so it's expected that they're using information systems. An example of information system is the iCloud. If you don't know what iCloud is, it is a service that allows users to back up data from Apple products online. So that is iCloud. So let's go on to the system analyst. System analyst is the one who studies systems in order to determine what work needs to be done and how this work may be best to be achieved. Or best be achieved rather. So it's he or she is the one who studies the system. So it is involved in information systems. Also, system analyst is the person who uses analysis and design techniques to solve business problems using information technology. And also, they're the one who study the problems and needs of an organization, and the one who's most involved in system development. Let's go now into the other IT personnel include. Here we have the business analysts, application programmers, operations personnel, and security specialists. We will just discuss that later on. So now let's go on to the next slide. Boom. So here we have the computer and networking jobs. So this computer and networking job is not just a computer and networking jobs. It is also and also guys, these jobs are perfect for us. Like after we graduate, these jobs are the jobs that are waiting for us. And right now, these jobs are the in demand. So first, we have the application programmer. The application programmer is the one who codes application software. Also, the other one who assists the development, testing, analysis, and maintenance of new or existing software applications in support of the achievement of business requirements. For example, writing, testing, and analyzing software programs and applications. So that's the work of a programmer. Like they are more on coding. Just like what we are doing in our computer programming 1 subject. We are doing codes. So let's go now into the number 2, the business analyst. Business analyst is the one who identifies the business needs of a system and makes sure systems meet these needs. So the business analyst is the one who's responsible or in charge of identifying the business needs and
personals that are needed in system development.
Also, business analyst is the one who evaluates past and current business data with the primary goal of improving decision-making process within organizations. In short, they are the one who provide solutions to business problems. And as far as I know, the salary of the business analyst in the US is like about $6,882, and so it's really big. So what are you waiting for? So yeah, that's the work of a business analyst. And let's go on to the third one. Boom. So here is the third one, Chief Information Officer, or the CIO. CIO oversees routine transaction processing and information systems activities, as well as other computer-related areas, also known as the Vice President of Information Systems. So the Chief Information Officer, he or she is the one who's responsible for the management, implementation, and usability of information and computer technologies, because we all know that technology is increasing and reshaping industries globally, and the role of the CIO has increased in popularity and importance. So yeah, that's the work of Chief Information Officer. And the fourth one is Cloud Architect. It's the one who evaluates a company's computing needs and deploys appropriate cloud solutions to meet them. Also, Cloud Architect, it is an IT professional who is responsible for overseeing a company's cloud computing strategy. So he or she is the one who find ways or strategies for companies, especially in companies' computing needs, and also making solutions for the company's computing needs. So that's the work of the Cloud Architect. Now let's move on to the next slide. Boom. So number 5 is the Cloud Engineer, who plans and conducts technical tasks associated with the implementation and maintenance of virtualized or cloud systems. So simple as the Cloud Engineer is the one who maintains cloud systems. Also, he or she is the one who builds and maintains cloud infrastructure. Cloud technology become ubiquitous in recent years. In fact, you probably use cloud-based technology frequently in your everyday life, like you're watching TV and listening to music on your favorite streaming sites. So number 6, here is the Cloud Product Manager. Plans the concepts, strategies, positions, and sales used with cloud-based products. So the Cloud Product Manager is the one who plans the concepts. And also, Cloud Product Manager is the one who think about the strategies, positions, and sales used with cloud-based products. Also, Cloud Product Manager is the one who focuses on execution, ensure that the company you are working for is delivering the best cloud experience possible. So that's the work of the Cloud Product Manager. So let's go now onto the next page. So here we have the number 7, the Cloud Services Developer. Designs and builds the end-user interfaces and tools used with cloud services. The Cloud Services Developer is the one who designs and builds end-user interfaces and tools used with cloud services. And if you don't know what's cloud services is where you can store or access data over the internet instead of your computer's hard drive. For example, like the Dropbox. It is an app where you can store your pictures, videos, or anything, files. Through cloud services, you can access your data or files over the internet, or through cloud services, you can access your files in different devices, such as your laptop or your cell phone. As long as you have a Dropbox in your device, then you can access your files, and it will be stored there, as long as you will not delete it. Also, cloud developers are the one who create applications that are served on the cloud. The work they do is very similar to software engineers or web engineers, except that the programs cloud developers make run on virtual systems. They will spend time analyzing customer needs, designing systems and solutions, coding, and debugging. Also, Cloud Services Developer is the one who create applications that are served on the cloud. The work they do is very similar to software and web engineers. except that the programs cloud developers make run on virtual systems. They will spend time analyzing customer needs, designing systems and solutions, coding, and debugging. So that's the work of the cloud services developer. So number 8, communications analyst analyzes, maintains, and troubleshoots data communications networks and assists with connectivity. So the communications analyst is the one who analyzes, maintains, and troubleshoots data communications networks. If you don't know what troubleshooting is, it is a way of tracing and correcting problems in an electronic system. Troubleshoots data communications networks. If you don't know what troubleshooting is, it is a way of tracing and correcting problems in an electronic system. So that's the work of the communications analyst. Also work of communications analysts, or they are the one who's checking the current data or the common data or messages from the users. Like they examine or analyze first that message if it doesn't have a spam or a malware, because the data of the company is. Also, communications analyst is they are the one who monitors information system networks and also troubleshoots communications equipment and determining the structure of a computer network system. So that's the work of communications analyst. Let's go on to the next slide. So here is the number 9, the multimedia developer. Develops multimedia content for websites and applications. So they are the one who develops multimedia content for websites and applications. For example, like gaming apps, they are the one who make graphics or animations to develop those games. That's their work. Also, multimedia developer is the one who designs, creates, and manipulates and tailors graphics. That's what I've said. And also images, sound, video, and text to create integrated multimedia programs. So that's the work of a multimedia developer. So here is the number 10, network and computer system administrator. They are responsible for planning and implementing computers and networks within an organization. So they are responsible for planning and implementing computers and networks within an organization. Also, they are responsible for the day-to-day operation of these networks. They organize, install, and support an organization's computer systems, including LANs or local networks, WANs or wide area networks, network segments, intranets, and other data communication systems. So that's your work or responsibilities. Let's go on to the other slide. 11. Network engineer. Network engineer is responsible for the overall implementation, maintenance, and optimization of network hardware, software, and communications. Called cloud network engineer when the infrastructure is cloud-based. So they are responsible for implementation, maintenance, and optimization of network hardware, software, and communications. Typically, a network engineer has more education and earns more than a network administrator, because they're responsible for the overall implementation, maintenance of network hardware, software, and communications. So, number 12, network operator or troubleshooter. They are responsible for overseeing the day-to-day activities for a network, such as troubleshooting problems, documenting network events, and performing necessary duties to keep the network operating smoothly. So they are responsible for the day-to-day activities, such as troubleshooting problems, like they are tracing or finding the problem of the computer system. So that's their work. And also network operator or troubleshooter, they're also the independent communication service providers that own the complete telecom infrastructure for hosting and managing mobile communications between the subscribed mobile users, the users in the same and external wireless and wired telecom networks. So that's the work of network operator. So let's go now on to the next page. So number 13, network systems and data communications analyst. Manages the networks in an organization and determines what changes, if any, are needed, also known as the network architect. So network systems and data communications analyst is they're the one who determines what changes needed for an organization. They're also called as the network architect. That's the work. They manage the network and determine what changes need to be done or need to do. And number 14, here is the network technician. Installs, maintains, and upgrades networking hardware and software. So in charge of network technician is the one who installs, maintains, and upgrades networking hardware and software. Also, network technician is the one who repair the computer and the network systems. Network technicians set up internet connections, establish different types of networks, and connect them. So that's the work of network technician. Okay. Number 15. Security specialist. Responsible for seeing that an organization's hardware, software, and data are protected from hackers, malware, natural disasters, accidents, etc. Also known as the Chief Security Officer or the CSO. So, the security specialist, when the word security, is the one who guard. The security specialist is the one who guard the organization's hardware, software, and data, so that it will be safe from the hackers. So that's the work of security specialist. Number 16. Software engineer. Software engineer is the one who designs and builds complex software applications, also known as an application software engineer or system software engineer. Called a cloud software engineer when the software is cloud-based or integrates with cloud services. So the work of the software engineer is the one who designs, builds software applications. And also software engineers create programs that make the digital world possible. They design the guts behind social media, programs, and web pages, as well as the programs that make your computer and smartphone function. So that's the work of software engineer. Let's go on to the next slide. Okay. Number 17. Computer operations manager. Oversees the computer operations staff and facility. So the work of computer operations manager is from the word manage. So they are the one who manage the computer operations staff and facility. Also, if you are a computer operations manager, you are responsible for operation of mainframe and peripheral information system, equipment, and for developing schedules for equipment usage. May require an associate degree in a related area. So that's the work of the computer operations manager. Number 18. Database administrator. Responsible for setting up and managing large databases within an organization. So they are the ones responsible for setting up and managing large databases for an organization. Also, database administrator is the one who ensures databases run efficiently. And additional, their responsibility is include the performance, integrity, and security of databases. So that's the work of a database administrator. Let's go now on to the next slide. Number 19. Database analyst. Responsible for designing and developing an organization's data flow models and database architecture. So their work is they are the one who is responsible for designing and developing organizations' data flow models and database architecture. Also, they are the one who ensures the usefulness of all data-related information and programs, including the database management system and data visualization systems, data query language efficiency, and the data dictionary. So that's their responsibilities. So that's the responsibility of a database analyst. So number 20. Sorry guys if you can't see the number 20. So let's go now on to data center architect. Data center architect is the one who manages the whole data center environment, including servers, virtualization, power, cooling, security, and so on. So that's the work of this data center architect. They are the one who manages the whole center, including the servers, virtualization, power, cooling, security, and so on. And also the data center architect is the other one responsible for adequately securing the data and also examining the factors such as facility design and architecture. So they are an architect. Number 21. Data entry operator. They are responsible for keying data into a computer system. So from the word entry, so they are the one who inputs data into a computer system, and also they are the one to transfer data into computers for storage, processing, and transmission. So that's the word. So number 22. Help desk technician. Assists users in solving software and hardware problems. So they are the one who assists users in solving software and hardware problems. Like they are the one. So help desk technician is the one who assists the users in solving software and hardware problems. And also help desk technician is the one who provides technical support and assistance, whether on the phone, in person, or remotely, related to computer systems, hardware, and software. Help desk technician responds to customer queries to provide technical assistance. So that's the work of the help desk technician. Let's go now on to the next number. Number 23. Information engineer analyzes an organization's data to locate trends, problems, and other useful information for management. So they are the one who's in charge for locating the problems and other useful information for management. Also, they are the one who monitor computer systems and configure them for enhanced performance. So that's their responsibility. Number 24. Knowledge engineer. Responsible for setting up and maintaining the expert knowledge base used in expert system application. So that's the work of the knowledge engineer. They are responsible for setting up and maintaining expert knowledge. So the knowledge engineer, they are the one who's responsible for setting up and maintaining expert knowledge. And also they are the one who's expert in AI, language, and knowledge representation who investigates a particular problem domain. Number 25. System administrator, responsible for maintaining a large multi-user system called cloud systems administrator. The system is cloud-based. The system administrator is the one who is responsible for maintaining a large or multi-user system. Also, system administrator is the one who fixes computer server problems. So that's the word. Number 26. System programmer, codes system software, fine-tunes operating system performance, and performs other system software related tasks. So they are the ones in charge of coding system software and fine-tunes operating system performance. Also, system programmer, they are also the one installs, customizes, and maintains the operating system, and also installs or upgrades products that run on the system. So that's the word. Number 27. Systems analyst, studies systems in organization to determine what changes need to be made and how to accomplish these changes. So systems analysts are the one who identify the problems. Number 27. Systems analyst studies systems in an organization to determine what changes need to be made and how to accomplish these changes. So they're in charge of determining what changes need to be made in an organization. Also, they are the one who study an organization's current computer systems and procedures and design solutions to help the organization operate more efficiently and effectively. So yeah, that's the word. Number 28. Systems engineer, oversees and coordinates the various engineering tasks performed during systems development. So they are in charge of coordinating the engineering tasks performed during systems development. Also, systems engineer, they are the one who's responsible for accessing systems, determining problems, providing solutions to issues that arise, designing systems, upgrading systems, maintaining systems, and brainstorming possible improvements that can be made to a system in the future. So that's the work of the systems engineer. Number 29. Trainer, trains users about a particular program, system, or technology. So the trainer is the one who teaches or trains the users about a particular program, system, or technology. Like they are helping the users on what are the things that they need to do. Number 30. Webmaster, responsible for all technical aspects of a website. So the webmaster is the one who is responsible for the technical aspects of a website. Also, they are the one who develop and manage websites according to their clients' needs. They ensure that websites are secure, functional, visually appealing, and user-friendly, and consistently updated. So that's the work of the webmaster. And the number 31, web designer or developer, designs and develops websites. So from the word design, they are the one who designs and develops websites. Also, they are the one who plan, create, and code internet sites and web pages, many of which combine text with sounds, pictures, graphics, and video clips. Web designer is responsible for creating the design and layout of a website or web pages. So that's the work of a web designer. Number 32, which is the last number. So here we have the web programmer. The web programmer is the one who writes the program code necessary for a website, such as to provide animation and database connectivity. So the responsibility of a web programmer is the one who codes programs on a website to provide animation and database connectivity. They create applications on the web. Also, they create programs. Also, web programmers use a variety of programming languages to create web applications. So that's the word. So that is the end of my discussion. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something about my discussion. Thank you.